The leaves are turning, the days darkening, the seasons are changing. But there was a time when they did not change, when it was always the same season. Glorious summer, when you could sow your seeds and grains all the year through, and trust that their goddess Demeter would ensure your crops grew well. Now golden-haired Demeter had a sweet and tender daughter, Persephone, who would grace the fields and the orchards with delicate and colourful flowers. Now one fateful day, loving mother and daughter ascended to cloud-born Olympus, where they chanced upon the lord of the underworld, Hades, who was on a rare excursion away from his gloomy realm. Enchanted by the delightful Persephone, Hades was seized with passion and privately begged his brother Zeus, the ruler of the gods, to grant him conjugal rights. Is my witness, demurred Zeus. Her mother Demeter would tear heaven and earth apart, rather than allow such a match. Best look elsewhere, dear brother. In secret fury, Hades thundered away from Olympus, but was now consumed with a single desire to make Persephone his wife, whether anyone approved or not. From now on, Persephone was a watched maiden. The spies of Hades tracked her every move, until one day she was enticed to wander away from her maze by a trail of orchids, the like of which she'd never seen before. The disappearance of Persephone filled Demeter's heart with horror. She scoured the earth for any news or sign of her dear daughter, but none could be found. Falling into despair, she neglected to nurture the trees and the plants. Soon, flesh gave way to bone. Beasts began dying, and famine and disease stalked the land. The first great winter had arrived, and Demeter was no longer alone in her misery. The news reached Zeus's ear that one of his mortal sons had died of hunger. A tear rolled down his cheek. "Enough!" he cried. "This famine must cease." So he took it upon himself to question every soul in the realm about the disappearance of the beloved young goddess. The weeks passed to no avail, until at last he came to the dwelling place of Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft and darkness, who had caught sight of Persephone in the underworld. "So, 'tis my own brother who has brought this calamity upon us." Wasting not a moment, the cloud-gathering god descended through the cavernous dark to the heart of the underworld to make fraternal pleas. "But, dear brother, she is my wife, my queen. I cannot let her go. If you do not let her go, the world will wither and die. I command you to release her." Persephone was free, and mother and daughter's joy knew no bounds. Delicate blossoms and fresh green shoots everywhere burst forth. Seeds sprouted and grains grew. The first great spring had arrived, and was soon followed by glorious summer. As the months passed, a growing gloom cast a shadow over the hearts of mother and daughter. For, with released close at hand, Persephone had indulged Hades in his final plea to share with him a pomegranate fruit. Out of pity for the lonely god, she took the fruit and she ate. But the seeds of the pomegranate were invisible underworld chains, and unwittingly Persephone had thus forever bound herself to return to the land of shadows for 6 months of the year. And as her dear daughter departed the land of light, Demeter wept in sorrow, and the world wept with her. The leaves turned once more, and the days grew short and stark. Meanwhile, the mortals of the overworld drew together through the cold and the dark, lighting fires and dancing back the shadows, holding high their hopes for the day when the goddesses of light and life would be reunited and the seasonal cycle turn anew. And so we come to today, where we celebrate with friends and family the rise and fall of the seasons. Together, we will dance beneath the stars, stoke high the flaming fires, and be reminded of the true power of nature and love.